1991.
It's the first time I'm talking to you on the media.
The NSG Black Cats.
It's a world record.
Assassination of Rajiv Gandhi.
Right from day one, it was known that LTT is involved.
Assassinated by a human bomb. The
Sivarashan here, Sivarashan there.
hunt for Sivarasan.
We want to get Sivarashan alive.
What is the plan that you made to capture Sivarasan?
We will not operate in uniform.
How did you not take him alive then?
Where Sivarashan is actually there, which we didn't know.
My God.
And then we were hitting here, hitting there, hitting there.
Assassination team is inside the house.
We found these guys lying dead. And Sivarashan had taken cyanide plus he shot himself.
Do you think there was a conspiracy behind this?
They are abused. I said, you are bloody.
You would have caught Sivarasan alive.
But the history should be told in the correct perspective.
Hello and welcome to the Sandeep Unithan Show, your weekly dose of defense, geopolitics and much more. I have with me today Major General Vijay Kumar Datta. General Datta is a military veteran of several decades of service. He was commissioned in 1970 and he has a long list of gallantry awards, recognitions that very few army officers are privileged to have. President's Police Medal for Gallantry, Sena Medal and Bar, AVSM, VSM, and of course, he's an officer who needs no introduction, actually. General Datta, welcome to my show.
Thank you, Sandeep. A pleasure being with you. And we always discuss very important issues pertaining to our country, our security, and the paradigm of the entire geopolitics in this area. Pleasure being with you.
Thank you, sir. General Datta, I was reading your list of awards and decorations. President's Police Medal for Gallantry, Sena Medal and Bar, that's twice. AVSM, VSM, Army Chief's Commendation. That's a long list of commendations and decorations. That's a long, illustrious service career that you had.
Maybe these are very few of them because every operation we did deserved a medal, but then we never worked for a medal.
Right.
It was the task given and the success which should be achieved in our task, that is what mattered more.
Right.
And one never even thought about getting a medal.
Absolutely.
So if I got something, it is whatever whoever must have thought. So that is it. So we never worked for a medal, in fact.
Absolutely. Spoken like a true soldier, General Datta, and I've known you for so many years. But there's one aspect of your career that I want to ask you about, which is the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, 1991. There are a lot of questions around this, particularly because there's a whole generation of Indians that's now watching a new OTT series based on the investigation into Rajiv Gandhi's assassination, particularly the hunt for Sivarasan, the LTT kingpin who carried out the assassination plot. Where were you when Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated in 91? First time that this kind of an assassination is carried out on Indian soil. What were your terms of reference? How did the NSG become part of this SIT that the government had set up?
Yeah, I've got your question. I will give you a bit of a background. When Mrs. Indira Gandhi got assassinated,
1984.
I was in special group,
Right.
the first counter-terrorist unit of the country, located at Sarsawa.
Right.
We were immediately told to come and take over the PM security in Delhi of Rajiv Gandhi. So I was one of the senior most company commanders and maybe the officiating to IC at that point in time. My CO then, Colonel MP Chaudhary, he was wounded in one of the operations, so he was not available. So I, along with my other officers, we came to Delhi and we took over the PM security. And two names I like to mention here. Now Colonel Anil Sardeva,
Right.
and Major Sangwan. They were two of the team commanders with me, whom we had designated to, take over the nitty-gritties of the security movement and all. So it involved the PM house, the PM office, and the parliament.
Right.
So that was the responsibility of the special group. But that point in time, we didn't have police powers.
Right.
So while the Delhi police was under us, but we had no powers to control the Delhi police.
Right.
Then we made a request to Mr. Gary Saxena, who was then the DG RAW. We said, sir, these guys don't listen to us. And somebody got a kambal on his this thing, and somebody is saying namaste. We want a proper protocol.
Right.
Then we people were given the powers of DCP Police Delhi
Right.
in the Gazette notification.
Yeah.
Then we had the power to suspend or take action against those people who were not heeding our orders.
Right.
Fine. So that is where my involvement with Rajiv Gandhi started.
This was before the SPG was set up.
SPG was raised by us because we didn't want to stay there.
Yeah.
A commando battalion is not meant for static duty.
Yes.
We made a request to Mr. R.T. Nagrani and Mr. Gary Saxena ki, sir, we would like to be relieved. We are not meant for this job. He said, then who will take over? So we advised, sir, we can raise a new force which will be only dedicated for PM security
Right.
by the name of Special Protection Group.
Right.
And that is how the SPG was approved and the induction of the SPG started. We trained their initial lot, and Dr. Subramaniam, who later became the DG Energy,
Yeah.
was the first director of the SPG.
Right.
So, you know, the linkage. And later on, the special group had to get a commanding officer.
Yeah.
So, Colonel K.D. Pathak of 9 Para Commando was inducted into the special group while we were still on the PM security. And after 6 months, we said thank you after raising SPG, and we went back to Sarsava, handing over the responsibility to the SPG.
Right.
Fine. So, my connect with the PM house, the Rajiv Gandhi and the family.
Right.
Fine. So, we were the people who were involved, in charge of everything, the inner, the house, everything. Fine.
Security code. But
Security.
then he didn't have that security in 1991 when he was assassinated.
That time he was not the Prime Minister.
He was not.
And that time the government had not taken a decision that
Right.
even the ex-Prime Ministers will be covered by the SPG.
Right.
So he was on the mercy of the local police or whatever.
That's terrible. And what happened?
whatever.
We
And not only that, later on when I joined the NSG,
yeah.
I was in 51. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi and Mr. Chidambaram visited the Manesar garrison.
Yes.
Even Rahul Gandhi was there. I conducted the entire, interaction
Yeah.
there. And he was very happy to find me in the NSG back again. And I made him fire also the weapons and all. Even Rahul Gandhi fired the suitcase version. I have the photographs and videos I'll show you
right.
later.
But
So-
91 again, General Datta, Rajiv Gandhi is assassinated. The country is in shock. Former Prime Minister, sensational murder, human bomb used. How did the NSG come into the picture?
Okay. Now, I think it was end of June. I'm forgetting the exact date. I think it
21st
was
of May?
either 25th of June or something. No. Assassination took
Assassination
place in
was
May.
the 20th. Yeah.
But I'm
May
talking
21st.
about our involvement.
Right.
After the assassination, the government had maybe formed a SIT
Yeah.
under the CBI.
Right.
And of course, the Tamil Nadu police were also working on the case.
Right.
But the serious note was taken when Mr. Narasimha became the Prime Minister, being
Right.
a Congress
In 1991.
party in 1991.
Right.
And that time, when the momentum for the investigation and bringing to book the people who were involved in the assassination started earnest.
That is Sivarasan's cell.
Sivaration, in fact, see, right from day one, it was known that LTT is involved.
Right.
Because of the IPKF operations carried out in
Yes.
Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
in a accord signed by Mr. Rajiv Gandhi with then Jai Vardhane, I think.
Yes.
He was quite a smart aleck, Jai Vardhane.
Yeah.
IPKF got involved. We lost so many people. We lost our troops in Sri Lanka because we were not meant to fight the LTT.
Yes.
We were there as a peacekeeping force so that they don't fight between the Sri Lankan army and the LTT. But the LTT, Prabhakaran in particular, thought that he was cheated by the Indian government.
Right.
Because at one point in time, he was asking for independence
Yes.
from Sri Lanka. Tamil Ilan.
Yes. Elam.
Fine? Ilam. Fine. And here we say, no, you settle with the Sri Lankan government.
Autonomy. That I think we are looking
Fine.
at autonomy.
So
rather
that
than-
they felt cheated.
Right.
And that's the time when they started attacking the Indian army
Right.
in Sri Lanka.
Right. So now when the assassination.
I'm coming to that.
Yes.
Now, while the IPKF got involved in Sri
Yeah.
Lanka, a lot of things happened. Indian army also then started taking operations again. LTT, number of people were killed.
Yes.
Some army people were killed. Therefore, the LTT said that IPKF, under Rajiv Gandhi's orders, is the devil's army,
Right.
the Shaitanic force.
Right.
We recovered 3 volumes of a book titled The Shaitanic Forces,
The
documented by the LTTE,
Propaganda.
propaganda
Yeah,
material, where
yes.
nothing written by LTTE.
Right.
All newspaper cuttings and magazine cuttings put into that 3 volumes.
Right.
And if you read it, you was, oh my God, IPKF has done this rape, loot, kill, cold-blooded murder.
Yes.
You won't believe it. When we recovered those books, I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yes.
What a propaganda. All world media, Indian newspapers, 3 volumes. And this is what we recovered when we carried out the operations in Tamil Nadu.
Right.
Now I'll come to how did we get involved.
Yeah.
Somewhere end of June, I got a call from my DG, Dr. Subramaniam,
Right.
because he had that connect with me. He knew that this is the guy who will deliver.
Right.
Based on my background with special robe, having trained with the SAS, GSG-9. Right. So anytime he had to undertake an operation, he would call me. He said, Colonel, can we take this operation on? So I got a call in the evening, can you come to the North Block immediately? So I said, what? He said, the Home Minister wants to meet us. You come over. So I drove from Manesar to North Block. And there I was met by my DG and Mr. Vijay Karan, who was the Director CBI.
Right.
And we then went to meet the Home Minister, I think Mr. Chavan then.
SP Chavan.
Okay.
Right.
So we went to his office and there me, our DG, Mr. Vijay Karan and the Home Minister. So Dr. Subramaniam introduced me that he is our commando and now whatever tasking you want to give, he will give a yes or no. So they said we want to get Sivarashan alive.
Right.
The Home Minister made this mention. Mr. Vijay Karan made this mention. Colonel Datta, can we get Sivarashan alive?
Right.
So my first answer to them was, okay, sir, firstly, we don't know whether Sivarashan is still in the country or not.
Right.
This happened in May. Now it is end June. He might have already gone to Sri Lanka.
Right.
But if he's still in the country, we can make an attempt, but we'll need a lot of backup by the police intelligence information. Yeah. And in spite of that, we will, then they told me that SIT was already in place.
That's Mr. Karthikeyan.
Mr. Karthikeyan was heading the SIT, CBI.
Yeah.
And of course, Mr. Vijay Karan and Mr. S.K. Datta,
Right.
who was the additional director, CBI, was also involved in this whole thing. Huh?
Right.
So he said the SIT is there. So I said, okay, fine. We will join the SIT. We will not operate in uniform. We'll operate as part of the SIT in civis. But then we need the identity cards of the CBI.
Right.
Because we can't go and raid anywhere during peacetime without any special powers. So I was made the DIG CBI.
Right.
My identity card. My officers were given the SP CBI, DSP CBI. Like I had Captain Ravindran, I had Major Yashpal Singh and all.
Right.
So they were all given the identity cards of the CBI.
Right.
Fine.
Were they operating in uniform or?
We were operating in civis. Total
civis.
civis, in lungis, in covert operations.
Covert.
Okay, now I'll come to that.
Right.
So I told the Home Minister, Manka sir, we will try and take him alive.
Yeah.
But if the life of my commandos is threatened, we'll kill him.
Right.
I am very clear about
We'll
that.
kill Sivarashan.
Yeah, Sivarashan. We'll try and take him alive.
Right.
But we'll kill him if we are at risk of losing our men.
Right.
If you accept that, I'm ready to undertake the operation. Fine. For that, I will need one helicopter, Mi-17, AN-32, because Tamil Nadu is a big state.
Yes.
If I have to carry out operations here, there, everywhere, I cannot be driving by road. So they agreed to that. One Mi-17, one AN-32. I be part of SIT CBI. Identity cards of CBI issued to us. So I took a team of 6 officers, 8 JCOs and 40 commandos selected from my entire group.
Right.
Who could speak Tamil or Malayali, who could mix with the crowd in Tamil Nadu, and my best selected officers in the entire group, including me, heading this team. We flew down to Chennai. We went and met everybody in the SIT headquarters in Chennai. And there we worked out a plan that the first information which comes about the location of Sivarashan to be shared with us.
Right.
So there were hundreds of telephone calls coming every day. Sivarashan here, Sivarashan there. It was crazy. Now for me to be operating everywhere, where somebody saying he's in Chennai, somebody says in Trichy, somebody says in Vedaranyam, somebody says in Rameshwaram.
Right.
It was crazy. So what we did, we got the map of Tamil Nadu and then we started plotting the last locations of Sivarashan, which were confirmed.
Right.
The various sources, okay, fine. He was definitely here,
Right.
where some guys were apprehended. Then we do a circle. Then we said, okay, if our next information comes within a radius of 250 kilometers and a 5 hours lead,
Right.
because you can travel 250 kilometers in 5 hours, depending on the road conditions. So, based on that parameter, last location, 250 kilometers, 5 hours.
Right.
And we started drawing the circles. And then we were hitting here, hitting there, hitting there. Every day, my troops were carrying out 3 to 4 raids
Right.
all over Tamil Nadu. Sivarashan could be anywhere.
Yes.
And what did we do? We got special ammunition made, rubber bullets,
Yeah.
because now he had a cyanide capsule. Every LTT boy
Yeah.
had a cyanide capsule. It will take how much time? The moment I knock on the door and you know that commandos are come,
Right.
he'll dud and put his cyanide in the mouth.
Yeah.
So you get only how much time? Few seconds, a minute, 2 minutes.
Right.
So the surprise level had to be 3 to 4 minutes of reaching the target
Right.
and storming inside within 10-15 seconds to neutralize the guy.
Right.
2 options. Hit him with the rubber bullets,
Yeah.
but if the rubber
Stun
bullets
him.
don't work, shoot him in the shoulders. So that
Right.
the moment you shoot a man in the shoulder, he can't lift his arm to put the cyanide in his mouth.
Right.
So that was practiced by our boys.
Right.
Then we got the antidote for cyanide. First time in the world, DRDO had made the antidote for cyanide,
Right.
and we had taken those antidotes with us
This is the DRDO laboratory in Gwalior.
in Gwalior.
Right.
Fine. We had the antidote. We had our doctor's team with us. But in one of the first operations when we carried out a raid,
Yeah.
our doctor got so jittery that he couldn't find the vein of the boy. Then I told the guy, I said, give it here.
Right.
And I injected the injection myself in the vein of that boy and we saved him.
Right.
Because everywhere we were carrying out operations against the LTT,
Yeah.
we were apprehending the LTT boys. Some were injured, coming for treatment. Every time we got a LTT guy, he wanted to commit suicide.
That's how motivated
That was
they
the
were.
motivation of the LTT.
Right.
Amazing. The boys whom we had captured and we were interrogating, we told them, listen, we know you LTT. We are not hunting for you.
Right.
Neither we going to kill you. We are looking for the lead who was involved in the assassination.
Sivarashan.
I said, now, since you know that we are not hunting for you, but we have captured you, here's the cyanide capsule. Will you consume it? He says, right now, sir. Kata, we were told that don't get arrested, don't
Right.
get captured.
Right.
I'll take it right now. That is the motivation of the LTT. So we were carrying out operations, 3 to 4 raids every day. What was happening? You have a panga with your neighbor. You say LTT, Sivarashan here. Your neighbor's address.
Right.
We'll go
Crank
and
calls.
raid that house.
Right.
Then you find out there's nobody there. Then you come to know that uska koi panga hai.
Right.
So that was happening. But you couldn't avoid it. You had to react. So we were getting information, Trichy. We were flying to Trichy, carrying out raid. In this entire game, which lasted about 90 days,
Right.
fine, 1st of July onwards, daily operations. So Sivarashan could have been anywhere. And we would have tried to take him alive.
And now you come to Konanakunte, this house on the outskirts of Bengaluru.
Before I come to that,
Right.
we were getting information in Vedaranyam. We captured some
Right, right.
people. They took us to the LTT hideouts in India. LTT had made a complete labyrinth of safe houses
Yes.
in newly constructed colonies,
Right.
where you could get a house at a very cheap rent.
Right.
House taken, locked, the key hidden somewhere, which is known to the people.
Hmm.
When they are on the run, they come, take the key, go in hiding.
Right.
Because when you are not out in the street, you can't be caught. You are going into hiding. Number of houses which we
Safe houses.
discovered, safe houses.
Right.
With basic rations, lungi, mats to sleep on the ground.
Right.
That's all, nothing else.
Right. Very
Fine.
basic.
Yeah. We carried out a raid in Vedaranyam where the LTT was actually coming as a launch base.
Right.
There was a house of one of the Tamil boys who is supporting the... In fact, entire Tamil population supported the LTT.
Right.
You cannot say that this guy was supporting LTT. Everybody was supporting
In
LTT.
Tamil Nadu.
In Tamil
Right.
Nadu. Fine. That was the sentiments. So when we went to Vedaranyam and then we asked, what is the information about the LTT? One of the chaps said, sir, this path going to the seashore,
Yeah.
there is tons and tons of explosive buried here.
Right.
And we started digging the footpath. And we recovered, I think, 5 tons of explosive meant for LTT being taken from Tamil Nadu to Sri Lanka.
Right.
And the explosive manufacturer were in a factory in Andhra Pradesh. High explosive factory meant for demolitions and all.
Commercial
Civil
explosive.
commercial explosive
Right.
taken by LTT. But how did they manage to get tons and tons of it?
Right. Right.
We recovered their radio sets, ICOM sets, buried under the earth. Fine. So there were discoveries being made every day.
Right.
Then we got intelligence from Coimbatore that they've caught 3-4 boys who were on a motorbike. When the police stopped them, they tried to bribe them. And bribe them, they tried to pay 10,000 rupees to the constable. That guy got suspicious.
Right.
A minor traffic offense,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
give 100. He was giving 10,000, he caught them.
Okay.
When he caught them, he informed the police. Police informed us, saw LTT boys, 3-4 of them. We flew down to Coimbatore, and when we interrogated, we recovered a factory manufacturing hand grenades in Coimbatore. 10,000 hand grenades were recovered.
My God.
Can you imagine? I don't think it is documented anywhere. 10,000 hand grenades. I was myself there.
Right.
When I went, I found that there is a plastic container
Yeah.
being made separately.
Right.
There's a lever being made separately.
Right.
There's a coil of a spring made separately with serrations on top.
Right.
So I said, one day, yeah, what is this?
Oh, it was just a.
Then when it struck me,
grenade
oh, bloody
factory.
hell, this is a grenade, separate parts.
Right.
The body, the pin, the lever, the spring which was acting like the splinters,
Yeah.
and the detonators, and 10,000 of them.
My God.
And what I'm trying to share with you,
Yes.
that this entire operation, which lasted 90 days,
Right.
we uprooted the entire LTT network in South India. That is the credit of 51 SAG working with the SIT. Anybody can take credit, not the credit.
Yeah.
You are aware that I never ever came and talked about this. I
Yes.
never wrote a book on this.
Right.
Because here is the man who planned the entire operation. I had my officers who were carrying out the operations.
Yeah.
Because the group commander goes, my role is to plan, make a proper plan of intervention, my team's launch,
Yeah.
and I'm actually sitting there and controlling the whole thing.
What is the plan that you made to capture Sivarasan?
Okay, I mentioned to you, na? Now we were carrying out covert operations.
Right.
Somewhere we are taking a police lady constable with us.
Yeah.
Our commander going as husband and wife, knocking on the door, asking for some address, and the team waiting behind in a 3-wheeler
Right.
in CVs. So the aim was surprise.
Right.
If you want to get this man alive, you had to achieve surprise of that 1 to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. He shouldn't come to know that the commandos are come. Sometimes we are going as laborers in a truck.
Right.
The truck stops, we jump down and we raid the house. Fine. Now comes the question when he was cornered.
How did you not take him alive then? Sivarasan, despite all of this, very, very, commando.
He was
training.
reading us by minutes, by half an hour, 1
Right.
hour. But like he was there and we were behind. We were
Yes.
actually on his tail.
And finally landed up in
And finally he
Koranakunte,
landed up in Bengaluru.
outskirts of Bengaluru.
In that truck, that,
Right.
what do you call that?
A tanker.
That tanker.
Yeah.
Fine. He was again helped by all Tamils and all that.
Right.
So they again went to outskirts of
Right.
Bengaluru,
Yeah.
hired a house and they went and stayed there. As luck would have it, a man came to deliver milk.
Yeah.
Now see, this is not known. The man who came to deliver milk, he somehow got some suspicion. There's something wrong. Or maybe he saw Sivarasan or something. He went and reported to the police,
Right.
the Bengaluru police. The SP of the city, I think Mr. Kampaya or somebody, I'm forgetting
Right.
his name. What he did, without informing the SIT, he came and cordoned the house in uniform.
Okay.
Now, can you imagine we are trying to achieve a surprise of 1 minute, 2 minutes? Here, where Sivarasan is actually there, which we didn't know, he has surrounded the house with police in uniform.
My God.
Chalo, fine. Then in the evening, one truck was coming and it got stuck near the house.
Right.
That's the time Sivarasan thought that the commandos are come.
Right.
And he opened fire on the truck and the people outside. This, now, as luck would have it, on, I think, 17th, I had come to Delhi because I was the group commander. My troops were operating in J&K, one squadron in J&K, one squadron in Punjab.
Right.
I, as the CO, that time we didn't even have mobile phones. We all communicated on wireless HF sets.
Right.
I was commanding my unit on a wireless set in 3 places where operations are going on.
Right.
So I requested my DG, I said, I want to come to Delhi for 2 days. I have to sort out a lot of paperwork and all. So he said, come. 17th I came. 18th, I immediately got information from my team commander, that is
Yeah.
Captain Ravi, कि sir, this guy has been located. I've landed in Bengaluru, but they're not letting me carry out the operation. So I rang up my DG. I said, sir, please tell these guys, don't stop
Right.
him. I said, these are the boys who have been launching the operation every day with me. They are my selected team. There's no, see, Mr. Karthikeyan is saying we want Colonel Datta to come back. When I said it's 9 o'clock in the evening, how can I now reach Bangalore? So he said, okay, fine, let me see. Then he rang me back. He said, okay, I've arranged a BSF Avro for you.
Right.
Avro from the Palam technical area. 9:30 I reached the airport. 9:30 I took off on the Avro. I was told to land in Gwalior and pick up more antidote for cyanide.
Right.
I landed in Gwalior, picked up the antidote. Then they refueled in Nagpur. I landed in Bengaluru at 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
4:30 in the morning.
And how many hours was the cordons in place when you landed?
All through 18th, the cordon was there.
Right.
18th evening, the firing took place. 19th morning, I land.
Right.
Fine. 6 hour Avro. 6 hours flying. It's killing, you know.
More than a day, the cordon is in place. The assassination team is inside the house.
Yeah.
And you have the police
Commandos are
and the
waiting outside.
commandos are waiting.
Mr. Raju was there, who later became the
KV Raju.
KV Raju.
Right.
He headed the NIA.
Yes.
The first director
Right.
NIA, I think.
Right.
Karthikeyan was there.
Radha Vinod Raj.
Yeah. And very nice gentleman.
Yes.
Mr. Karthikeyan was there. Mr. S.K. Datta, additional director CBI was
Yes.
there. And the commissioner Karnataka.
Right.
I'm forgetting his name.
Right.
He was there. When I landed at 4:30 in Bengaluru airport,
Yes.
a team of police officers came to receive, and I got out. And when I got out, that IG was asking, sir, wo reinforcement kahan hai? I said, I am the reinforcement. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Yeah.
He said, sir, we were told that reinforcements are coming. I said, for what? I said, my traps are already there.
Right.
So I said, come on, let's go. 4:30 we drove to the site. When I neared that place, what's the name of that?
Purane Kunte.
When I neared that place, I found crowds early in the morning with ice cream being sold, and
My
you know,
God.
it was like a mela going on. I couldn't believe my eyes. And then finally I reached next to the house where all these guys were waiting for me. And I'm being very candid. The moment I reached there, I abused. I said, you are bloody. मैंने कहा, sir, what have you done? I said, we were hunting for the last 2 months now for this
Right.
man. When he was identified, my team is sitting here, and you want me to come for what? Oh, he said, what do you suggest? I mean, what suggest? I'm going to launch operation right now. I just called my officers. I said, okay, find the house. I said, okay, find this. I said, team 1, team 2. One from the roof, one from the rear, one from the front. I said, all stations ready. And we just stormed. Can you imagine? For my team who was already sitting there, they are already chalked out how the hell they're going to do. I just confirmed the plan and we took out. And then when we entered, we found these guys lying dead.
They
They
killed
had
themselves.
consumed cyanide, and Sivarashan had taken cyanide, plus he shot himself. That other boy shot him with a pistol in his head so that he is not taken alive.
Right.
He made sure that he doesn't get taken alive. I sent you that photograph
Yes.
of that morning with me. All these people are standing behind. Karthikeyan,
Yeah.
SK
Now,
Datta.
I'm just going to read what Aniruddha Mitra, whose
Yeah.
book the OTT series is based on. He says that what is even more intriguing was that neither the CBI nor the Bangalore police gave the NSG Black Cats a chance to execute their plan of storming the house and catching Sivarasan alive. All in 30 seconds maximum, he writes. Do you think there was a conspiracy behind this? To ensure that Sivarasan was
See,
not
the thing
taken
is that
alive?
in all the operations I was carrying out over the last 2-3 months, nowhere did anybody tell me not to do anything or not to do. Because
There was no conspiracy.
every time we were going to get Sivarashan.
Right.
It is something like the Sivarashan in Bengaluru, Sivarashan in Trichy, Sivarashan in Vedaranyam. So we were going and storming. So there was no way somebody telling me don't do it. I would have given a boot. You understand? I came there with the directions of the Home Minister, under the directions of my Director General, that is that time Mr. Dr. Subramaniam.
Yeah.
And I was only assisting the CBI, SIT to nab this guy alive.
So then what explains this paralysis, if I might call it that?
Paralysis is only a question of confidence. We want Sandeep to come and do it.
Right.
Sandeep said, no, you take this boy. He's trained. I've trained him.
Oh.
Let him do it. No,
Right.
no. This is very important now. See, it's confirmed. We want you.
Is it because they were risk averse when it finally came down to the crunch? They were afraid that, maybe something could go wrong. Sivarasan would, and someone else to take the blame. What's your
I don't
understanding
think so.
of
I
this?
don't think so. But I definitely wouldn't like to use abusive language. The most unprofessional thing what could be done by the hierarchy of the people who were involved in the entire investigation and with whom our energy teams are operating. Very unprofessional. The boy, that is Ravindran, was there. He would have stormed like he stormed like there. I was there with him.
Right.
We stormed. He would have stormed in the same manner. And again, then a question mark because the police had already cordoned the house in uniform. So the surprise was lost.
Right.
Even the Ravindran could have not achieved surprise because surprise was lost. We were working on a surprise of 1 minute, half a minute, and here is a surprise lost of few hours.
Or
How the hell
days.
could you get him alive?
Right.
No way. No way.
And I'm just going to look at this excerpt from K. Raghothaman's book.
Yeah.
And he was one of the key members of the SIT. He's passed away, unfortunately. A very good police officer, where he says that, the most important fact, what they found in the house after they stormed it, after the NSG stormed it, was that they found a heap of burnt negatives and film rolls, which should have been vital evidence, as they were photos taken of the dry run and also when Dhanu was wearing the belt bomb. And he writes that the delay in storming of the hideout of Sivarasan cost us heavily as we lost vital evidence to the fire. In spite of the SIT chief knowing they would do so, but the failure to convince higher officials led to the setback in the case. Valuable evidence was lost. And at a crucial moment, he writes, top officers do bungle and they will continue to bungle, putting the people and the nation in jeopardy. Very strong words.
I fully agree. I only, my only, what I'll feel sad is,
Right.
had I not come for 2 days to Delhi, and I was there in Bengaluru, the story would have been entirely different.
Right.
Entirely different. Nobody could tell me, ki, Kal Datta, you wait. No way. Is there, and I'm going. That's it.
That's it. And I was just looking at what Mr. Karthikeyan wrote in this book with Mr. Raju, where he says that we were criticized, and he says that left to ourselves, we would have stormed the hideout on the night of August 18th. And the problem was the uninformed criticism that was hampering our plans and strategies. If we stormed the hideout without wasting time, we were criticized. And if we considered waiting, then too we were criticized. The Indira Nagar operation was a quick one in which all precautions had been taken and no time wasted. Both the cornered LTT militants took cyanide. We had a doctor with cyanide antidote. Yet both militants died. Still we were criticized. You think this is a lot of...
No, that's bullshit. Every day we were catching somebody or the other.
Right.
That, when you're writing a book, you can maybe from whatever perspective. But from a professional point of view, from a special forces man,
Yes.
I am very, very convinced that our aim was to get him alive.
Right.
Every day when we were carrying out raids were to catch Sivarasan. It was not for a LTT cadre.
Right.
Sivarasan. We are that
The
was the
mastermind
target.
of the
Fine.
assassination model.
Had I been there after the input came and my team flew down by a chopper only,
Right.
I would have landed and I would have gone and stayed done. There was no question of Raju or anybody telling me to wait.
Right.
There's no way. I was much senior to them.
Right.
I had 19 years of service, whereas
So
these
is it a
people-
seniority thing then?
Huh?
Was it a seniority thing that Captain Ravi
Unfortunately,
was
no,
a
he's
captain
my
then?
team commander captain.
And
He's
yes.
one of the junior
and
officers.
a junior officer and
Junior officer.
possibly was
And they are saying,
outright.
we want Colonel Datta, very important operation.
Right.
So I told my DG, sir, how the hell I'm going to reach now? And what will I go and do? Surprise is lost.
Do you think about this very often? Does this keep you awake at nights? That what if I not gone to Delhi for 2 days? Maybe the operation would have been different. You would have caught Sivarasan alive.
There have been so many, cup and a lip episodes in life.
Right.
Maybe this was one of them. And brighter side is that whatever experience I learned over the years in special forces, I made sure that those lessons are not forgotten and you don't repeat a mistake. And I always ensured that I don't lose a single man dead or wounded
Right.
in any operation I did. And I maintained that ethos and quality till the day I left that group. And later on, I commanded a division on the line of control, 25 div, Poonch Rajouri sector, the largest division where everything happens these days.
Yes.
Fine. So that has been my ethos.
Right.
We did lose men even while I was this thing, but there was something extreme cases. One odd chap getting killed, wounded, couldn't save him in time. But otherwise, the track record was throughout my command, we only lost one man dead
Right.
in Punjab operations. Nobody else. Whereas in Blue Star, I think the army lost 95 or 99 killed,
Right.
350 wounded. And you compare that with Black Thunder, not a single man dead or wounded.
Right.
So people like us have to share the experience.
Yes.
I keep sharing. I have been training the IPS officers in NPA Hyderabad from 2009 onwards. There's a tactical course for the police officers, which was put in place by Mr. K. Vijay Kumar, on then the orders of the Home Minister, Mr. Chidambaram,
Yes.
that 2611 type situation should be handled by the police themselves.
Right.
So on that basis, I made a capsule,
The capsule,
called the
right.
tactical course, where every police officer goes and attends in
Right.
NPA Hyderabad.
Right.
So that is sharing experience.
Absolutely.
I
And
keep-
your experience seems to suggest, General Datta, that you live by the Chetwood credo, with the
And you
safe
are aware that
honor and welfare of your men.
I have remained in the background.
Yes.
I don't write my name outside my house. I don't want to take any credit for anything.
Right.
But the history should be told in the correct perspective.
Right.
We gave our terms of reference to the Home Minister. We'll try to take him alive, but we'll kill him if our men are at
Right.
risk. Fine. We need an aircraft, we need a helicopter, we need all the backup.
Yes.
The first information coming to the SIT CBI should be shared with us, and we'll work in civils covert operations with the identities of the CBI.
Right.
And we followed that dictum and we carried out the operations.
Right.
Now, it is unfortunate that we couldn't get him alive, but there was no dearth in our effort.
Right.
And no dearth in the upwinding and unwinding of the LTT entire network in Tamil Nadu.
Right.
That
Absolutely.
credit goes to the 51 SAG.
That credit goes to the 51 SAG led by you. And indeed, thanks very much, General Datta, for putting all those things into perspective and giving us that blast from the past, if I can put it that
And
way.
see, my talk with you, and notwithstanding the books written by
Yes.
various authors, they've all been my friends. It is not to criticize anyone, but this is the real fact.
Right.
There was no plotting by anyone. We would have got separation in any of the operations we were carrying out,
Right.
where nobody could challenge my authority in carrying out the operation.
Right.
That freedom of carrying out the operation was entirely mine. And the responsibility for giving me information was of the SIT,
Right.
CBI. Sir, here, there. We only took one officer with us
Yeah.
to do all the paperwork because we don't get involved in any legal issues. So that is it. So wherever I was carrying out operations,
Yes.
most of the time these people used to be with me only. Mr. S.K. Datta, Mr. Karthikeyan.
Yes.
In important operations, they used to be with me. But I was the man who was the operational commander.
Right.
Fine. So that is it. And with due respect to everybody and credit to the people who actually worked during this period for that 90 days operations,
Yes.
day and night, my young officers, the people who went with me initially, the people who left behind because of other commitments of the group in J&K and Punjab. So good work done.
Good work
And
done.
Ravindran is
Yes.
a very bright officer. He now makes movies in
And a filmmaker
Malayali.
now. Yes.
And we are in touch.
He's a big Malayalam filmmaker as well. But thank you very much for your time and
Okay,
your
Sandeep.
thoughts,
Pleasure.
General Datta. It's always good talking
Pleasure
with
being
you.
with you.
Thanks for putting all those things into perspective and giving us a flashback of what actually went through the NSG and this extraordinary operation that you were called to perform and which you did with outstanding skill and success. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you.